Yo, yo, Philharmonic. Philharmonic Soul. And then, guys, phone call. Guys, you guys have to listen to Ibiza 5. Ibiza 5. Ibiza 5 by Philharmonic Soul. That guy's amazing. Yo, I've been listening to this mix for how many months now? Okay, just since December, actually. Since December, imagine. Yo, Ibiza 5. I'll try to put a link to Ibiza 5 by Philharmonic. I'll put it actually up. Guys, I'm telling you now, if you are a fan of Cairo, who else plays these like this type of songs? Yeah, I think it's just I only know Cairo, who's this guy. You could yeah, I think you could put this guy in Ibiza, and he will make magic. Like with Ibiza 5, with Ibiza 5, you can put him. You can put him in Ibiza. He will. I'm telling you now, they will remember him genuinely. Like that mix is the best mix I've heard since the Cairo lockdown remix or mix. I don't know what Nibizan. I'm a mix on it. But yeah, and yeah, going Kosama. Yeah. But this is actually, I'm waiting to do a shoot with this Shandis, with this Duke. Like this is the concept. This boy Togo, yabo Lil, with, but obviously it's over la. It's like gonna be like Ihambela, and then shades, shades, and then I don't know what color of a blazer I should get the person to wear, but like that's the type of feel I'm going for, you know, and do it in a place that is aesthetically pleasing. I'm thinking green, but I'm not, or beige. I don't know, but but I wanna do a shoot with this dude. I bought it since it's as idea there. Since like 2021, I had this idea actually. Haven't done it. I've seen people do it actually. I think that's why. You know? Today, I'm rambling. Today I want to talk about racism. It's not really about racism, but like my high school journey. Not journey, it's journey, yeah. But like the segregation, and this I'm not saying, I'm not generalizing everything. It's specifically about my experiences. And the things I noticed in high school. Um, especially high school and tribalism a bit in varsity. Not yeah, it was varsity though. Um, yeah. So high school. I think I when I was at my the first. I'm not gonna mention the high school that I experienced the most racism from. Like when I was at the first high school I was in, from grade 8 to 10, 11, um, I saw the separation. Like you could see ukuthi udake wamtreat kanje, umuntu omnyama wamtreat. Like you could see this, how the teachers interact with you, especially the white teachers. You could see how they interact with you. And I think, I don't know why some people are scared of talking about such, because but you could see the difference with man. And I remember actually, Mina, I had a pink eye. I had a pink eye problem grade from Dale, until grade 10, I think. 10, 11, it became better. But I noticed how people. So with the pink eye, let me explain the pink eye. So with the pink eye, I would always get drug tested because they thought I was smoking weed. Even though I was always negative, that guy would still test me. That guy would literally test me, and the corner was like a police search. I remember Miss Colleen. I was think grade 9 or something. I was in class, but keeper song, and like I'm doing my work, man, right? And like I'm doing my work, so they don't call me to come. And then when I lift up my face, that guy saw red eyes. Was like, what's that? And they searched me and they took me drug test, nan. And I was like, oh, fit, but, and I mean, I wasn't even that type of person in high school, you know. I wasn't doing that, but like, I saw with some white guys, they never like the same sort of drug tester. Some white guys, they would just let them be, man. Not all of them. I'm lying. Not all of them. Some of them, they would, yeah. But gi- give me uzwile man. I la I nobu nyana at all. But then it was. But then I didn't experience it fully like other people like because I was a rugby player. So when you're a rugby player, guys, you have some white privilege. You know, I could get away with a lot of things. Uh, it was just But when I moved to my other high school, people, I'm sure you guys know which high school it is now, but I'm not gonna say it in this because I mean I'm grateful for that school. I'm genuinely grateful. They did amazing things for me. Like I wouldn't be at the mentality I'm at if it wasn't for that school and the people I met there and the environment there. But the racism I experienced there was, it was exhausting. Even like I've been cut here, mang figure, it's nice. It treats you nice. Oh, Philly. Oh, what do you need? What do you need? Because I was there on scholarship. What do you need? What do you want? What do you need? What do you want, Mister? Okay, well, I want to mention his name because he did so much good for me. So that guy who took me in, bought me uniform. Obviously, the school pays. Bought me uniform, shoes, all these things that I needed. It was like even so in rugby they if open see me, we practice with white socks. It's mandatory. So I didn't have white socks. They didn't even know. Bought me white socks. It was like, nah, let's go. And then he paid with his whole own money. I don't know if he was gonna claim or not, but he was really a nice guy. And then when I got there, it was nice. And you get there, everyone, they treat you like, "Angaz, that's Ivele. This is gonna be amazing, Everything. What do you need? If you need anything, tell me. If you need anything, it was all that, and it was nice. And then as time went by, you see, man, and I had a friend. I had a friend, actually, even, but I think, Lomo, I'm not. I'm gonna mention this. Elijah, yo, that guy will always tell me, no man, this guy is like this. I don't like this guy. But that guy to me is nice because I'm Safiga, but it's like I hate this guy. Not hate. Hate is a strong word, but dude, I was like, it's you in my teen, boarding house every time it was Masiodla, he would speak, are you fine for man? But the black guys wouldn't like the black guys hated him. I didn't understand why. I was like, I shoot it. But then I noticed later, I will funa no making now, man. I noticed later on, Nuguti, nah, man. Actually, this guy is shit. I'm checking the time, guys. Sorry, this guy is crap. Honestly, and I I saw. So I'll tell you one example. So when like boarding houses, like let me explain boarding houses first. The boarding house I was placed in, like to show good see, it was mostly black people, and there was a color guy, mostly black people, and some white guys. But the white guys that were there were the rebellious white guys. You understand? Like it was mostly rebellious white guys. You know, guys who really didn't give a fuck. Like you know, and in other places, there's this other one. There it was strictly most of the people staying there were white people. And it got like the house was nice. That house was nice. Wi-Fi is connecting straight. We didn't have Wi-Fi at my boarding house. Imagine, and we stay far from the school. It's not far, but it's far. Um, you know, kumele ukhuphuke umqansa. Hey, enye into nje, it was far. S- First point of segregation. When they went to the beach, we never got told until maybe my friend from that house like, Faith, are you going to the beach on Saturday? I'm like, what beach? We're going to the beach. He's like, you coming? And then I would ask the guy, I'm like, how Faith? I heard they're going to the beach. He's like, oh no, you can come along if you want. But he wouldn't tell the other guys from my boarding house, there's a bus going to the beach. You understand? Another one, they would get them. rugby tickets. They get them rugby tickets for games. Sometimes nothing at all, and we're like, "Hey, bro, and we wouldn't know. Like we wouldn't know until maybe someone from that house tells us this is what's happening. I'm not gonna speak for other houses because I don't know what was happening with the other. I think some of them knew though as well, like the other houses, whatever. But I know from our house, like nothing was happening. Like, and we didn't care. Like that house, we were a bond. Like we were a bond. Like we never got bored. When we were together, we were together. Like we play FIFA the whole day, tournament. It was amazing. We didn't care about going to the beach or games. Masisonke, we know we're gonna have fun, like genuine fun. But that was a point. Yabo, that was point of segregation, and the other guys, I think, like Tinamasio complaining or something, it wouldn't get solved the same time, but the other houses would get solved like manj. And we're like, yeah, la. And I started noticing, and I'm like, oh. And when this guy would ask for some things, or like sometimes I need to go home, they would book me. Yo, they would book me. Hey, guys, hey, like it's either bangibhukhela late or bangibhukhela elihamba isikhathi to get home. Like the things, I was like, yo, it was like I'm not gonna complain because I mean they're paying for my transportation to get home, for when I need to go home. You know what I mean? And but I always had to put like a reason, nana. But laba abanye, there was no reason. Like I'm going home too. I'm going home and I go home. There was no need for explanations or whatever. But yeah, that was point number. The other one with boarding, like we would get shouted at so much. Like if we were late, yo, and we get shouted for breakfast. We get shouted at, or for dinner. When we go eat, we get shouted at. Like you get shouted at. Like I mean, dinners from 6 to 8, 6 to 7, I think. Yeah, 6 to 7. It was from 6 to 7. You get there at 1:30. They shouted you. I'm like, why? It's from. I'm not. I don't take 30 minutes to eat. It's like 15 minutes. I'm done eating. You know what I mean? Like they would make a big deal out of weird things. When you're late for breakfast, like school starts at 1:45, at 7:30. I'm there at 7. I'm eating manqeda ngeclassini. And I'm like I'm at school eating. After that, my class is like 1 minute away. We get shouted for weird things, and then the other guys, when they were late, they would just keep quiet. So I'm like, huh. And I noticed that. I noticed those things. And then I didn't take them into thinking, but later on, in school, I was like, la, something else. Or something else. And then when the other one, well, not other one, and there was like, I had a incident. My first incident when I was matric, I kind of beat up a grade 8, which I was not supposed to. I didn't really beat him up, but then yeah, it was a whole spectacle, whatever. Resolved it. Weird enough, me and the guy now, like we close for some, not close, but we in good terms. Like we help each other. He helps me more in a sense, slap, whatever. And it's like, yeah, it's just a weird thing about it. But then at that time it was, yeah, angazi angidinile something. I kicked him. I kicked him, then almost get into, yeah. Almost sorry about that issue. Ngale nkathi people were just, yeah. And then I almost got expelled. Like almost got expelled. Um so I had to go for a tribunal. Had to go to all these They took my tie away, like leadership tie. Took it away. I was in jail. I was a normal matric then. It was just, yeah. It was, and it happened. Well, the thing is, let me say where it started. Like it started, I think, with rugby. When I was there for rugby, grade 11, played. Yo, yeah, boy. This is what happened. Played like got there. I was playing third team now. Then first game, I played third team for my friend Linanan. First game of, yeah, boy, in season, whatever. Played second team, got on for first team because the guy got injured. Got on, got my chance, played. Played, went to tour, played. Went to tour, played, and I was performing well. I wasn't that guy that scream with this is like a but I did my work, did my scrum work, line outs picked up, yeah, I did my work, clean tackles. I was doing my work. I wasn't amazing, but I was doing my work. So go my game, and then there's this one Thursday. Oh, I think that's when it all started to crumble. One Thursday, my coach comes to me in class and he's like, "Labanga, the game is on after it's Thursday before captain's runs practice. I mean before practice, not captain's run. Before practice. No, it was Friday before captain's run. Friday before captain's run. Friday before captain's run, he comes to me. He's like, "I'm gonna have to let you go, and you're gonna go play second team." I'm like, "Second team? Why?" He's like, "Nah," because before we had a conversation. It was like, I'm getting pressure from the top, telling me that I need to put this guy in because he played KZN, a Craven Week ago. He was meant to be a star, you know. So the school wanted to see him play, but now I was in his position. Okay, no, Gus my was in his position. Why am I mentioning names now? He was like there was a guy who in his position, but he was performing. Even now he's playing. For a team professional. So that guy is amazing. So he was playing there and was performing. The other prop is also performing amazing. I'm performing, but I'm the black guy. I'm no. And another thing, I'm like the other guy. There was no difference from me and him. The other prop. Honestly, I think he was just maybe. It was not. We were actually fit. We were both fit. I don't know, but I don't know what because Mopega in the league, whatever. Like he didn't do what he did the previous year or whatever. Because I didn't watch him the previous year, but what yeah, well, that one I'm hyper because he gained weight, so they moved him. I think from flank to prop, the other guy. My lord, they're like they forced they took me out. The coach was like, "We need to let you go. You're gonna play Friday, captain's run. Tomorrow we're playing." I'm like, I'm playing for a team home game footy, I'm happy. Dropped. Get dropped. And it's like it's out of my control. We gotta have to let you go. I'm like, you guys are letting me go. But why? Like, and I go to him. I'm like, okay, no, okay, I'm getting dropped. I go to him later after practice, captain's run, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what? I'm like, what did I do wrong? Like, tell me what I can improve on, cause since I'm dropped, so clearly I'm doing something wrong. It's like, no, it's out of my hands. It's like you are doing everything right, but the people wanna see him play. I'm like, ha. So vele, you guys are dropping me because I did nothing wrong. Like, I'm like, I earned my spot. Like, I genuinely earned my spot. Like, Mang Figa Lapa, dude, I was far from, physically, I was weak. My legs were weak. Fitness was weak. I literally had to work my way up to first team. And even I had people that were friends. Well, not friends now. Some of them were like, "Wait, we didn't think you were gonna play first team. We wanted you to play first team, but we didn't think you were gonna do it because, like, it just dropped me to third team. You go, when you're up, because you're on scholarship, so nigga chance maybe matric you're gonna play first team, but I play grade 11, and I was like, these people just dropped me like that. And then from then, I think I also got better Nami because I just started being rebellious. I'm like, nah, bro, you can't just drop. And they did that to two of my friends then, because I think I was close with the two guys. The one guy, he even was playing water hockey, underwater hockey. Because it was like, fuck this school, man. And it was good. But I think, Vele Lapa, they take like more personality or in, you're not agreeable. They're gonna take you out. They don't want someone who challenges authority. Yeah, but even my other friend was not Delili, but gang, and he yeah, Elijah. He, but yeah, it was that. But I think he deserved to play. They both did. Like, I feel like if they did, hey, the school was gonna be, yeah, be Yoshi's, But I that's not my. I'm not a coach, so I'm not gonna. But yeah, and then with that, I was like, I'm getting dropped, Ganjal, and then went down, like went spiraled down there, like went down, 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 and I think after that, like I was getting dropped from second team, got dropped to thirds. I was like, yo, la go rough, and I got injured, I didn't play the whole. I think I got injured, yeah, and I end up didn't play. Then I even went to play basketball to try basketball because I was like, this people are shit. And funny enough, I think my coach, second team coach, gave me a chance. I was whack. I was the wackest. I do not till today. I don't know how I played first team basketball at that school, because they're great players there, and I'm like, I was playing first team guys, basketball. I'm a baller. Hey, hey, I'm telling you. But it was. I think I was just, yeah, I was focused on basketball, and I knew soccer. Soccer, I loved soccer. Like, I just played soccer. Soccer is just in J. But I put energy in basketball. Like, I was Epsugu would go with the guys, just play ball at the courts. Yeah, but even in the mornings, play ball. It was just a thing. There's this bee here or whatever. I don't know what this thing is. Now it's coming to me. Yeah, one. I hope you haven't. But yeah, it was that, and it was just yo. Yeah, I know. It was something else. It was genuinely something else. And then I think they like focused on basketball, played first team was nice, and then I think also now on my part I didn't focus on rugby, so metric I didn't play first team much. I only played, but one tell you something. So metric playing for, well, I was the fittest. I think fittest forward there, because when we were doing fitness training or tests, I was in front of every forward except this other guy. That guy was an athlete, our eighth man who got injured as well. But I was the second. I was fit. I was fit. Like being Kichima in a back line almost. Yeah, but being fit. And so the guy is like, nah. So Magos are my friendly. I'm like, okay, I'm going to play. But it's still basketball season, and it. So the guy's like, nah, we can't play, you guys. And I'm like, but even basketball, I'm like, guys, like, but I'm here for rugby. So why can't I play friendlies? They're like, nah, we can't play you, nah. I'm like, these guys are fucking around. They were shame like then I'm even gonna say they're fucking around, because listen, I'm practicing every time, but you're not gonna play me on friendly. You're not gonna give me a chance because I'm playing around. And and they're like, no, we can't play contact. And time Mangi, our basketball coach, is like, no, you can play contact, dude. Like, but if you get injured, you get injured. I'm gonna replace you. Yeah, but it's your choice. And my choice was to go play. I went to do contact sessions, bang a phone, and I was like, as in, it's fine, But listen, the uh, the white guy, that we play basketball with, and obviously he was good. I won't lie, he was good, and he was good enough. He was amazing. That guy is, but he played. He Mark Figavele, the games when basketball season was over, they played him. Tina, they're like, no, you don't have enough contact stations. I'm like, he also doesn't have contact stations, but why is he playing? Why is he playing when we all don't have contact stations, but he's playing? Like, what makes him, you know what I mean? From there, I was like, this guy, nah, Shem. And I went, the assistant coach, so there was a new coach, Matric. And I went to him. I was like, no, what's happening? Like, they're like, no, same excuse. You don't have enough contact stations, nah, we can't play you, nah. I was like, I'm gonna accept it. Play. I think also ngapa is a lapo, because I just became hurtful. I was like, fuck it, as in, fuck rugby. I ended up not. Started not going. I was rebellious, which was my mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I don't regret it, but I shouldn't have done that. But I continued playing. Continued playing. Kabanga they dropped me to third team because of like attitude, because of this incident. So one time, me and my friend Elijah, we going to eat breakfast. It's a Saturday. It's a rugby day, well, rugby game, whatever. I think it was the second game or something. So someone asked us. So wait, I'm gonna tell the story now. Wait, I feel like this is a therapy session because I'm so mad now. But yeah, someone asked us. They were like, um, so Philly, so Philly, how's the first team looking? And me and my friend were like, it's white, because it was only white people there, and we were just making a joke. We didn't think it was gonna go as far as coaches, teachers finding out about it. So they were like, "How's the team?" It was like it was white, and literally everyone who was there was laughing. It was a joke, and then some snitch, which I'm not gonna mention, some snitch went and literally told everyone in the staff room, which led to cause the assistant coach was, I think a teacher as well, found out, told the first team coach, and now we're brought in. But uh, now they might expel me because I was saying racist comments towards the first team. I'm like, but I did not say any racist comments. And they're like, no, you said the coaches are thingy. You said, oh, they said I said the coaches are racist. They're only choosing white players. But I'm like, but it's your team. I even told the coaches like, but remember I told you, Guti, Mina, I'm gonna respect your decision even if I don't like it. I'm like, I'm gonna respect your decision even if I don't like it. If you feel like this is the team, it's your job after all. You're gonna get the shit if you have a bad season, if you have good seasons come, like it's your job. I'm just a player. And I told him like, but I remember I told you that. I'm like, regardless of what I say, it's still your team. But he was like, nah. And then they called me at the time, unexpectedly. I'm in class. They call me, film on, go to miss, go there, and like, I'm like, and now they have a black teacher there. Took a black teacher, one of the black teachers there. He also a rugby coach, and they tell him, Guti, so I think I was mad. I was mad. I was really mad at him. You. I was mad. I was mad at him because I'm like, how can you agree to do such a thing? Whereas uvumela these white people ukuthi basebenzisa wena ukuncindezela ukuthi ngisho into engayishongo, because now they're getting the shit, because now they need to find me guilty so that because they angithi manje kuyicase enkulu esikoleni whatever. And I don't know, the weird thing is it was so undercover, but it was a big thing because I almost got expelled for it as well. You know what I mean? People didn't know about it. Like, people were like, "Hey, but why are you busy going to the office?" But bees, and I'm like, people don't know. Like, how do people how like, and then it's a thing, and the weird thing is, I don't know if they went to, because it was me and Elijah. I don't know if they did the same to Elijah, because he also didn't speak about it. So I don't know if they did the same thing to him. But I remember, to me, they were forcing me to agree to Guti. I said they were racist, and I'm like it went to a point where kabanga guys ngakhala. I literally cried because now I'm like, because thing is, now I'm thinking of my scholarship. I'm like, Kaibo, let's matric manje. If I get kicked out, I can't finish school. Like, because obviously they can't kick me out because I'm matric out of school, but they can kick me out of boarding house. So now I think Kaya Leon with Pela my clearly these people wanna find me guilty, and manje ngoti nekaya, I mean, because the kaya and the kaya, they don't know me as a person who but I was rebellious then. They didn't. I think Ekaya didn't know, but I was rebellious. Trick. I was because they were full of shit. Like, they were really full of shit. So it was like, yeah, well, and then they forced me to say, and I was crying, and then while I'm crying, né? And they're like, sorry, Philly. Like they pat me on the back, and I'm like, okay, maybe they understand. Because I really did not do it. Mangisulunyeng busy. Siyahlala futhi kuyathuleka. And they're like, so you did do it. Like so do you agree you did do it? I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I was so mad. I looked at them and I went out. I was like, fuck this. I literally went out. I was like, fuck this. No ways. I'm crying, Nina. I'm crying scholarship, Nina. You still wanna make sure you wanna get your points across. Hey, bro, you did do this. I'm like, I did not do it. Really did not do it, and it was so tiring. I was mad. I was really mad. I was really mad at I was mad at the black teacher they took, because now he was telling me, nah, if you did something wrong, you gotta be a man and be accountable. And I'm like, mfethu, angiyenzanga. I did not do it. Like I'm like, mfethu, I'm like, yeah, go. Why would I lie to you? Get when? Ngoba you know me. I would never do such. Like thing is, he also knew me. He was my teacher as well, in one of my classes, and he knows that I don't do such, man. I would never accuse Guti, the coach is racist, and they said a lot of things. I didn't listen because now I was ngicabanga scholarship kuphela mina. Now they're telling me off all these accusations I'm doing. Even when I was expelled for kicking the grade 8 child, there were accusations Guti mina. Oh, during that time, and then Naleo's time when I was not playing first team, they dropped me to third team. So I don't know which grade 8s, one of my grade 8s. So they started. I don't know what they were starting, but they were telling Abu coach why aren't you putting Philly in? Why aren't you putting Elijah in? Why aren't you putting Habana in? Like why aren't you putting those guys in? Like they were like, why aren't you putting the black guy? I know the white kid that told the coach, was like, why aren't you putting the black guys in? Because he told me he's like yeah, I went to the coach and asked him, and I was and they were like giving him tumel because he was my grade 8. So he was my grade 8 class. So I was a leader for a grade 8. Yeah, well. So they also accused me with I went to the grade 8 and told them to fight for me. I'm like, yo, it was so much. I was even hurtful. I was like, Yazin, I just need to get out of the school. Like, I'm like, clearly they want to expel me. So because it was shit. And that year we were losing. We were losing. I wasn't sad. We won some games, but I was like, and then the one game, the players were injured. I'm like, this fucking white school. It's not a fucking white school, but it's those guys were. I'm swearing because I get mad because those guys were shit. This guy comes to me. He's like, the second team coach. I'm playing third team now, and I'm happy get up. I can captain. I'm just having the time of my life, But okay, that's it for another time. But that time, me and my team listens to me. We're winning. Hey, we were the team. I remember it was us, Begu 101 Northside, because it was me, Habana, Sake. We're playing for third team. It was nice. We enjoyed playing with each other. I won't lie. It was fun. But this time it was, what do they call it, man? Old Boys Day. We're playing Hilton College. And then that week players are injured, I think. And then they come to me. They're like, the second team coach comes to me. The first team coach, I see him sending the second team coach to come to me. He comes to me. He's like, Philemon, I'm gonna offer you to come play for second team on Old Boys Day. If you accept, please, you need to understand that you need to be disciplined. You need to stop your rebelliousness. But do you accept? I'm like, oh yeah, I accept. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. It's like, so there won't be any trouble. I'm like, what trouble? What trouble? And then, but then they were short thinking, there's no players. There's no players. During All Boys. So I play. Second team, I play. It was play. I think we did we win? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think we drew. I don't know if we. No, I think we won. I'm not sure. I think we won second team. I don't remember. But I remember going on for first. So first team, they're playing, and they put me. Oh, yeah. So I don't know. One of the props get injured. Yeah, well. So me and the other guy, the white guy, we warming up the two props. I can play tight head and I can play any position in prop. And they know I was loose head. They moved me to tight head until I learned how to play tight head and I was good at it. So I kumnandi lapo we're playing I kumnandi. But half time they see the guys is good team. They like Philly warm up. Even like genuinely everyone was like from so Maslala like La Pezulu, you can see there's like your staff, your head of sports, your headmaster like at the top, but now they feel the liable pumping. So everyone is like fully warm up, like because I'm just sitting there like mele mina, yabo, and like fully warm up. Literally like everyone is like fully warm up, I warm up, and then tugu when I'm supposed to come in, the guy's like, oh no, he's like, no, you tight head, you don't play loose head. Told the white guy, he's like, no, you coming in. I was like, yo, this guy hates me. But the thing is, he didn't have a choice because he needed props. He didn't have a choice. I had to be there. I had to be there. He didn't have a choice. And then from Lapo, I'm just like, Marangena. Everyone's asking me what's happening. Even the guys at the top, even the guy that I don't like or didn't like in the boarding house, he's like, Philly wants you in. I'm like, wait, yabo. And then they play, and then he tells me to warm up. Yabo, he's like, Philly warm up. Yeah. So I sang again, we play. I actually performed that game. I was even surprised I did. Even my friend, Hapan is like, give me face. I thought you're gonna get bounced this game. I'm like, what did? But I understood because I wasn't playing first team. I was playing third team, seconds. Yabo, big rough. So I got I was stealing balls. Like I stole like 3 balls. But we drew the game. Yeah, it was. But that time I was like, these guys are flipping. They genuinely shit. But I got injured, footy, couldn't play. That year was a lot. Yeah, a lot. Even, but another thing that pissed me off is like, they couldn't, not couldn't, they didn't. So other players got helped. I even asked the guy, I was like, I'm there to help me get a school about lang to con. So he helped all the other guys except me. I was like, yo, I can't be there. So I had to even find I already had a scholarship at UKZN. From like moving to Thingy, I already had a scholarship at UKZN. Moving from Joburg to Durban, it was already set. Like actually, the guy who got me to Westville was like, he was the head coach of UKZN. And was like, no, I told Lomchita Guti Akleta Watati yeah, and it's called me like Matric. He called me. He's like, we have a scholarship for you here. So December, don't go home. You coming? Just come to campus at UKZN. You're gonna stay there until practice starts, and then we in. Yeah, bro. So it was that. UKZN was fun. There was no really racism. It was when I went to Cape Town. So the Cape Town part, guys, Cape Town was shit. It was fun, but what happened there, like I noticed, because then I had a Zulu accent, like deep, like very deep Zulu accent down Zulu. So there was a situation where, like we were, so one person getting shy and for something we don't know, like something else, and then I saw people coming in, but like people are not even part of the people that are attacking us. But now I was fucking now. But I was like, and because like everyone is surrounded. My friend is down. But Mazula Telela. I'm like, I'm like, I'm a cause. Like, not I got mad. I'm a cause from Lab. About foot as Cape Town. Ngabona ukuthi khona abantu abanenhliziyo embi like asinenzanga next mara cause nje siyamaZulu nje usitshela ukuthi hey wena hey ya amaZulu ayadelela Yeah, and they vela by yenzile. I'm like, you don't even know what they're accusing us of. Until if I later find out, but still good, hey, besamba ngeBetil at a party. And that thing is, that day we left early. Like at 10 o'clock, I was sleeping. That okay. Yeah, but 10 o'clock was. I remember 10 o'clock I was being lapo being sash. Yeah, I was remember. I even told them I was like, I was on a phone call like Boga. I even showed them. I showed the cops. Nana, the cops are like, fair to your best chance is to go via home, via away from Cape Town because now it's not gonna end well. Like genuinely, like, Max and I went down just via home. I was like, I get, you know, because I saw the guy who accused us. Even I'm like, I'm fair to you now, man, and he saw me. Vele ukuthi I'm part of vele yabo nani I ngathi ukuthi yeah. So the cop came like cop wangitshela said not mfethu best via Cape Town nje. So I had to leave Cape Town and then went to Bloom. Obviously, I did say on the other video I went to Bloom. I want to finish now because this is long. But I went to Bloom and it was, yeah, it was. Bloom was not as racist. I didn't really experience that much. I experienced it last year. Uh, last year we were coming back. Now, November. So we're coming back, me and my cousin. So my cousin, wala, eh, Echos. So he comes to Bloom Valley, stays for a week, and then Samba Zonkevel, because we're done. Like we're done with school, so it's like it was a Bloom Nyana, a Bloom, and then Sabuyana. Masbuyana, we ate this bus. We took bus pad. So bus pad mostly, if you know it, it's mostly white people go on there. You know, old white people, long distance travel. They like that bus, or they, you know. So we get to this garage. Yes, we are the garage. When we get there. So these people think we don't know Afrikaans because we're the only black guys there. But I know Afrikaans. So this guy tells this guy he tells the other guy Guti, when there's black people coming in here, so check them Guti bangajontila. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with bruh, kabang. How can you? He told them straight. And Git, I'm like, hey, bro, this guy, man. I'm like, I'm seeing the benefits of the doubt because he's Afrikaans ngayaz or something. Like, genuinely told them straight because this black guys they might make sure they don't steal. So this guy busy following me around, and I'm like, hey, bro. And then with the toilet, the guy's like, no, it's too rent to use the bathroom. And I'm like, hey, bro, what? And then the white ladies and the white guy, bang in the toilet, bang apatalang. I'm like, even the daughter. I was like, in my battery, so I had to finish with my phone. So I'm using my phone now. But I was saying, even the child was saying, Guti, telling her dad in Afrikaans, I'm joking table. Why are you being unfair to these guys? How now Baba Hambang pass bad. So Lendo Enza Guti, they can't pay for the toilet and letting. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say the name, but letting him go to Skat and Guti, we're busy making sure Guti we don't steal or whatever, you know. So I was like, yo, I'm like, a kid is singing because that kid was young. That guy was young, telling his dad to say in faith, and the ends are wrong, you know. And I was like, yo, but I don't think it really affected. Like I don't think those things, but I feel like the way, like the way it all happened, Mazenzega didn't really affect me, but for the school that I was in, that one I know affected me, especially my matric year. I think I even forgot to mention some things because there's a lot, you know, and it was really not. It was not nice, especially my matric year. The way big better corn, you know. I'm like, big rough, but yeah, but I'm grateful for the school. I won't lie. Like as much as Vele that happened, you know, I still got through. But I think that time, yo, shame, I was going through it. Like I don't even think the teachers saw how, like, yeah, that's something else. There's genuinely something else, but yeah, let me end this because now this I don't like this. Actually, this phone is good. Like this phone has good quality for some weird reason. Like I can see myself clearly now. The rain is gone. Yeah, it's Kriskrunyana. Yeah, no, I don't like this. But yeah, um, but yeah, so Kuluma on the next podcast. It's not a podcast, guys. And I'm telling people this is not one. Hey, Kabang, one of my friends that I know from Muktal had to give me because the other video was like this when I moved to Durban it was a safe space. It's like Tina, basically it's a safe space. Basically safe space. But yeah, no man, it was just one of those things, you know. But yeah. But yeah, I love doing this. As I said, guys, I wanna continue doing these sit downs. Just speak about life experiences, you know, but anything and everything, you know. Cause I know, I literally noticed because the podcast that we have is, as I said, it's mostly business. I think. So this one, I this it's not a podcast. This is a sit down series with Phil. That's what I should name it. Sit down series with Phil. Or with Phil. Sit down series with Phil. Yeah, but yeah, thank you for watching. Uh, on the next one, I don't know when I'm gonna record, but I'm gonna be posting like 2 or 3. So this one will have a part 1 and 2. So you are watching part 2. Yeah. So I'll be posting part 2 some other time. So it's gonna hamba. So I have like 4 now. So I'm gonna probably record another one. Oh, I'm recording Monday another one, and then I'm gonna see. Sorry, load shedding. I can't respond to people, so I'm planning on doing like a lot of like this is gonna be a sit down series. Young and Pale, you understand? Young and Pale. I need to fix my skin. Gyokunda, basically, but and I went back cabanga today. I went back to gymming, not gymming per se, but like I'm exercising again, which is good because I was gaining weight too much. I when I chromosome, I don't like. It's because the way he's turning it's because I don't like how the chromosome on camera. So I need to lose weight. Khona ngizothanda futhi. Mara ngiyazithanda. But yeah, man, seyiqeda ayixabene njengomazibuko esho. But on the other side, Wolilo, I'm gonna sing for you guys every end of the thingy. Wolilo, but if I'm alone, not with people. Yeah. Oh, I'm milling it. And bye bye.